The story behind how Hachioji got lost is kind of interesting too. The castle, most of the defenders of the castle were drawn off to a battle somewhere else, and the invading force came around, basically wiped out, killed all the defenders.
25,000 of them.
Yeah, and like the people who lived at the castle that weren't the soldiers, the women, the children, a lot of them committed suicide. They say the river there ran red for how many days or weeks or whatever, and they encouraged like the attacking forces. Was it Hideyoshi?
No. I don't think
recall.
It was
Hojo. Okay. They encouraged the rumors that the site was haunted afterwards, so that people would not go there and would not rebuild. And as a result, the actual location of the castle was lost for a couple hundred years at least.
About 300, yeah.
Yeah.
Japan is a country with a long history and an amazing culture. Japan Treasure Hunters is on the quest to find it and bring it to you. On this episode of Japan Treasure Hunters, the team tries out the new NX5 shovel from KG and Ringy on what could have been a long-lost battle site in the mountain trails of Saitama.
All right, boys, let's go get some history.
So, a metal detector, detectorist, treasure hunter, whatever you want to call him, her, them, whatever, goes on a 2-day excursion. Day 1, he starts at 10 o'clock in the morning, climbs up the mountain, takes his time, takes lots of breaks, stops and eats lunch, does a little detecting, camps out at night, finishes, gets up the mountain at, let's say, 6 p.m. Okay? Next day, he gets up, takes his time, starts going down the mountain, 8 o'clock in the morning, or 10 o'clock, whatever, at the same time that he started up in the day before. Detects down the mountain, taking his time, digs some holes, finds some pull tabs, coins, whatever. Finishes at the exact same time that he arrived at the top of the mountain the day before. So, is there any point on the mountain where he was at the same point at the same time of day on both days?
So watch to the end of the video and get the answer.
Hey, I can see your car from here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We actually haven't gone that far yet.
No,
But that's been a pretty steep climb. Who needs a Stairmaster?
Me.
You. During the week, in between our mountain trips.
That escalated quickly.
Is that Robert out of breath, I hear?
Although, true, I haven't really worked out in a year, so.
Next 5 feet?
Just tell me when you need to stop again. So you notice in my brain teaser I said that the metal detectorist does stop and take a lot of breaks on his way up. So, John, let's call him John.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's geologically different from most of the mountains we end up climbing here.
Yeah.
You see a little bit of this, but you don't see a lot of it. This kind of quartzy type stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like we find bits and pieces of this, but I've seen a lot of this on our trail up. So it's a little different makeup than we usually see. I'm no geologist, but.
Didn't you take a geology class or something?
Oh, back in university I did take a intro to geology course, along with some anthropology and among them an archaeology class. So yeah, I've had some digging training, but that was a long time ago. I'm not up on my stones anymore. John, how you doing back there? John, why are you talking to yourself? I'm not, I'm talking to me. Wait, what?
Yeah, right up here is good. Wasn't expecting it to be this steep. Calves are on fire.
Is that anything like Ghost Riders in the Sky? Calves on fire?
Could be.
Okay. Burning Ring of Fire? I don't know.
I don't know. There are a lot of castles just in like flat plains.
That's just it. Now I'm imagining a castle with like no defenses whatsoever. Like, that's too much work. Let's just put a little hut here, and like anybody comes by, yeah, you can have it.
Just like one guy in a tent at the top. He's like, go ahead.
You wanted to, you walked up here, it's yours.
Now
man.
it's sounding like an RPG quest. Kind of reminds me of when I lived up in Hokkaido one day. It was April 1st, I remember it. I heard a knock on the door.
Oh no.
And I go out to the door. Josh is already leaving. I go out to the door and I open the door and I look around, there's nobody there. I look down there's a snail sitting right in front of my door. So I picked it up and I'm looking at it and I'm like, snail. I just kind of like, there was a field, I was living out in the country, there was a field out across the road there, so I just threw it out into the field. And then a year later, again on April 1st, go to the door, I open it up, I see a snail sitting there. I picked it up and I'm like, what the heck? I was about to, I was picking up to throw the snail back in the field, and I heard this voice say, "What was that for?"
No, I don't. Do you? I don't get it. You get it?
The snail, what was that for? A year later. It took him a year to get back.
Yeah, I got that part, but could have said, "Hey man, I got to go to the bathroom."
Snails
or something.
Are slow, John.
Yeah, I know they're slow. But you threw me out there, I got to pee or something. Slow like me, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
If that's what you got out of it. The moral of the story.
Looks like Robert's on the board with the first find of the day.
A little piece of chain.
A broken chain? Could this be a piece of forgotten history?
The same chain
From the charm? I don't know. Little like almost a bracelet chain type thing. Probably broken link somewhere. Maybe a piece of a larger thing.
Must be, because I can't think of it being big enough to go around anything.
Remember, I used to have chains around the waist there. They used to hang, they used to hang on there. Tell me the story. Come on.
The cut off ears of their enemies.
Yes, that's it.
Pirates were worth $2. They were a buccaneer.
Robert must be off his game today. He's 0 for 4. Is this a sign of things to come?
See, I can say that now because Josh is standing here and the shovel is over against that tree until we need it, so I'm safe. See, buccaneer, $1 for, yeah, buccaneer.
All right, so this is my first time I'm going to be using the NX5. I got a tone that's really bouncy everywhere, but 6 inches deep, so I want to do it.
Is it possible this is a historical artifact dating back to the 18th century?
Beautiful plug coming out. Look at that. So let's see if it's anywhere close. Yeah, right there.
Coin.
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 A coin for Robert? If this is a square hole or a kanetsuho,
No idea what type, can't tell.
could Robert have found an important historical piece?
I got one too.
No idea what type, I can't tell. Maybe some details there once we clean it up, but
Robert's first coin of the
Right
day
now,
is a 1 sen
it's looking...
Meiji 1878.
For one thing, it's the size, the diameter of it is pretty big, and it's pretty thin, and it's pretty corroded, so I think it's been in there a while.
I don't even know what
But
type.
it looks like maybe once it's cleaned up, we might be able to get some details off it here. But actual coin on the board for the day. Nice.
The first find of the day with the NX5. You can see right here. And my coin is a kanetsuho.
Is it possible this coin was lost in the heat of the battle?
Let's get a good shot of NX5 action here going on. Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
A couple of pull tabs right next to that coin.
Another coin?
And there's a tone over here. Let's see what, if anything, it is. Not that. That's just a rock. Still got in there. Whatever it is. Oh, coin. You see it? Right there. I just flipped it up.
Did Robert find the same coin again?
And it's another largish diameter coin. I don't think it's the same one I just found. Oh, it could be. Actually, it might be. Again, can't quite make out the details, but maybe once it's cleaned up.
I didn't have to dig too deep for this guy, but he rang up pretty solid. And if you look, whoop, I stopped dropping him. Got a musket ball.
A musket ball in the valley?
Sweet. We haven't found one of these in a while.
But looks like there could be coin details on it. Ooh. Just dropped it. There it is.
Oh.
So this one's pretty beat up, corroded.
Robert found another coin, this time a Kanetsuho. This coin fits the time of the lost battle.
Lower tone, I think there's a bit of iron in this one, so
Iron in the coin? That would date it about 1739 to 1773.
Yeah, there's not much detail.
no.
It's pretty corroded.
On the next episode of Japan Treasure Hunters, Balls and Coins, can the team continue to find more clues to the location of the lost battlefield, or will they just be shooting blanks?
There
I got another musket ball.
Grow limbs, so you know.
We're on fire today. What can I say? Robert is killing it.
See that in there, but okay, so brain tweets. Edit.
Take two.
Okay, so brain teaser.
All right, let's go home.
And if that's not enough excitement for you, make sure you come back to hear the answer to Robert's brain tweeze.